Hello. I'm just now starting the live stream. Hopefully we got a good solid connection. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Get the energy straight in here as I take over this space as a sovereign being to talk to you. This is a one-on-one session. You're about to learn some really good stuff that's only going to benefit your life. And the way we do that, guys, if we're going to waste time, like if you're going to be distracted like you are right now, or unless you continue to scroll, it doesn't matter. Make it worth it. Make it count. Make it informative to your brain. You know how easy it is to win this season? Because of all the lazy asses that we're surrounded with? I'm just saying how it is, guys. I'm trying to put some fire under your ass because some of you guys been wasting too much time. And it's not waiting on nobody. Not me, not you, not the couch, not none of this shit. If you really think about it. Everything we touch disintegrates. Let this be a taste of whatever the hell it's gonna be. We don't ever know when we're up here, do we, guys? How is everybody tonight? I got anybody in the building yet? Kid Sunshine joined. Thank you for joining. Thank you guys for joining. And whether you're staying or going, thank you for joining. The topic for tonight, well, it was 111, and I haven't been on in a while because, I just been doing my own shit. But like, something just prompted me to hop on. So I'm here to tell you that you're not too far gone. Something kept telling me that earlier. It urged it to me to let one of you people know that it's going to be okay. Like, this was an urgency, and I guess I was being disobedient by not following through with it because I was, I got to worry about my own shit too, guys. You know what I mean? But it was urgent. Like, one of you guys are in the dumps right now. And look, I've been where you're at. God wanted me to tell you I've been where you're at. I look nothing like what I've been through. And like, consider this a fairy godmother moment. You will see a vision of you that you can't even imagine. I was in story time, right? This is pretty low. This is about as low as you can go. Okay, I'm in the holding tank, right? In jail. Bummer. Some of us been there, some of us haven't. Either way, it's a bummer. That sucks when you're in that frame, especially like when everybody just leaves your ass for dead. Especially when that shit happens, that's even worse. So don't ever do anything to do that because it's horrible. But anyways, this woman, I thought I was going to die, you guys, because of how I was just sick. I was just very sick. Let's just put it that way. And I seen this vision of this woman, and I still don't know if I don't have hard telling if I was hallucinating or not, but she looked like me. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing because of how beautiful she was. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just telling you the story. And this woman appeared and she said, I used to be right where you was. And I was on the concrete, guys. I'm like, this is about as low as you go. I'm sucking my thumb and like twirling my hair. Okay. And I couldn't imagine this woman telling me this because she looked nothing like where I was sitting. You know what I mean? Like, and how nasty it is in there. Those of you guys that know. Those of you guys that don't, here it is. Here's some information about it. It's horrible. Whoever made that toilet commode situation, they're evil. And should probably go to hell for it, what they did. Because that is just, who would do something like that to any humane society? You know what I mean? Let me talk to you guys. I lost the teeth tonight. Kid Sunshine, look, I was just talking to somebody else about their teeth, and I don't think what I was saying was falling on their ears. Like, when I say this, I don't think me talking to them about it was getting in their ears because it was like they weren't hearing me. I need you to hear me on a spiritual level when I'm telling you. So the enemy attacks your appearance first. I knew I was coming on here for somebody that's been going through some internal darkness that you may not know what to do with right now. So I've been where you're at. That's what I'm saying. And this woman, I couldn't believe how beautiful she was and how composed she was. and how I was just young, you know, probably 18 years old. It was horrible. It was stupid shit. And I see myself 20 years, well, hell, it's not been that long, about 10 years later, right? In a picture. And I couldn't believe who it was. I thought, wow, she's pretty. And I didn't know it was me. Because of all the shit people say to us. And the enemy will attack your appearance first. Get your teeth fixed. Kid Sunshine. That's all you can do. You know that you can put together something to where you can get that fixed if you really wanted to. Whoever, I know the only people that I'm attracted tonight are some underdogs that can go get what they need when they need it. And your smile is something that can't be compromised in this season. Hey, if it puts that grit to you, then that's even better. I accept you either way you come, toothless or not. I'm lucky that I even have any left in my head. I can give all glory to God for that, guys. And I'm not talking about religion schmidgen. I'm talking about like the source, our creator. Like some of you guys call it the universe. It is the same thing. We all know something's there. We feel it. Some of us are really feeling it in this hour. What's up, Vote for Jesus? How you doing, man? I have 20 other teeth. Hey, you got enough to use them, huh? Look, either way you're putting it, just remember, unless you like it, unless it's building your confidence, if it's making you to try to dim your light, get it fixed. There's always that option. That way you aren't shrinking down to, being around certain people. You might not want to really laugh. Them ain't your people anyway. But just to get you to your people, first you gotta do what you want inside, dude. That's it. Hey, Caitlin, it's good to see you, beloved. I was just thinking about you. I don't know if it was today. I don't even know who you are, but I remembered your profile picture and your name. It's just maybe it's a collective thing that we're doing. Like, we're picking up on each other's thoughts. You might have been thinking about me or watching one of my videos or something. Hell, who knows? I think I was cleaning out my closet because I'm cleaning out my closet one more time. Said I'm sorry, mama. Speaking of that, it's been a crazy weekend, you guys. Has anybody else experienced just a nuttiness weekend, like with people that are like that you know them, so you already know what's to come, but like they don't never cease to amaze you or surprise you with their bullshit or their tantrums. Your name's Anthony? Wow, I never imagined your name to be Anthony, dude. Not a million years. You seemed like more Anthony. You seem more like I don't know. You didn't seem like that though, but I've never met you in person, so I don't know. But it's good to know your name. I'm rubbing my tongue over the empty spot. You know what? I do that too. I have one that's, hit two in the back, but try not to, because it'll cut your tongue. You know what I mean? Just try to do. Did this just happen today to you? That sucks. I'm sorry. That really is shitty. Nobody wants to go to the fucking dentist. You know what I mean? But that's the thing, guys. We're adults now. We gotta understand something. Like, this could sound stupid to some people, but this is basic skills that we weren't taught in school or as we were becoming adults. Like, we are adults now. We can't be putting the blame on other people for our shortcomings. What decisions you have to make right now are going to impact your future one way or another. So what are you doing? Be conscious. Are you know what I mean? Are you seeking validation from outside sources that don't mean nothing? That's just going to hurt your soul, or you know what I mean? I love you guys. You're beautiful as is something that can be fixed, but if not, it's okay. Yeah. You are beautiful and loved regardless. But guys, we gotta understand, our decisions we're making right now are gonna affect tomorrow. I don't think some of my parents, I don't think they knew this shit. Like, we perish and we lack and are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. I think if My mother, like, I'm a generational curse breaker. That's what I'm here to do. But my mother, like, the spirit of jealousy has just consumed her, man. And I gotta watch this shit. All the times I've stood up for her, you know what I mean? You don't never stand, you know, the mother's child. You always stand up for that parent. And I don't know why the hell it's like that. It's just like that. You know, but I got in with one, it's like one of the lesser evils. Which one do you go to? At least I had that choice. And I went with it. Low vibration energy, where a spiritual talk on self-care and overcoming inner darkness. Share your story. Yeah, share yours too. Share yours too, dude. No, we can't have nothing low vibrational. Jealousy is very, very, we gotta understand it though. Really, look, to come against the spirit of jealousy is something that, if I can be completely transparent without any of you guys thinking I think I'm anything special or arrogant. Like, guys, I had no self-worth. I hated to look in the mirror. Like, I couldn't see anything good in me because of all the abuse that I had always, and just verbal. It didn't matter. I was always the fucking problem, you know? So I never looked at myself with self-love, but I had to force myself to do it and build that up. And everybody deserves that. Everybody deserves to have that instruction to just say, hey, it's kindergarten, but what do you have to lose? But gain. You have nothing to lose but to gain, guys. I gotta get some drink. With this, you know, I'm not saying I got it all figured out, because God knows I don't. But I know I come on here to let somebody know that you are not too far gone. And it was, how to go... God, tell me how it went. It was something about enough. It was enough. It wasn't like, I don't want to say it's as like cheesy as you're enough. It's something else, like you've had enough, or I'm not sure. Maybe you've had enough, and that's the time where God needs you. That way he can get through to you to say, hey, do you want fixed or do you not? Or is your pride in the way? Or can you just get in the flow of what the Spirit is trying to teach you right now? It's all this is a teaching lesson, guys. And I'm a student too. I'm a student way beyond before I'm a teacher, okay? And I love all you guys on here. I feel like my closest friends secretly hated me. Oh, they probably did, dude. They probably did. And you know what? Let them. Let their asses. Well, look, I don't know what, you know, background you come from, but if you're coming from a background that, say, isn't like the most highest quality of living, but like inside your gut, you strive for more, you think, like, you're breaking a generational curse of poverty, because that should not be on your bloodline at all. But somebody back in your ancestry realm did something to piss God off, and it falls on bloodlines. Why do you think we're either born into broke families, you know, moderate families, and then, you know, feral children like myself, you know, we just make it work, because that's just what we're supposed to do for you. This whole hell that I've lived throughout my life has been for you. And I want to weep for some of you people on here, man, because I know what it feels like to not be understood. I know what it feels like to be a victim. I know what it feels like to be all those things. But there's a thing inside of your head. There's something there. There's a little voice that you feel. It's something you feel. That's that part of you that knows better. You just got to get more in tune with it. That way you'll know when somebody's trying to secretly hate on you. They don't deserve to be around you. I don't care if you lost your front fender. They don't deserve to be around you or for you to even speak their presence. That's why I'm saying, when you do your testimony, do it to glorify God. If you've had one, you know, like myself. My aunt is a lost witch kind of person. I know one of them people. Why the name Golden Raven? Oh, damn, Evolving Being. How the hell you been, dude? I haven't seen you on here in forever. It's something between me and God. That's why I turned. Some people thought it was paranoia or with this or that, but no, it was just me and God's thing, you know. I've been sabotaged too. Thank you. Your music is great. My music is great. Mine is or yours? I write too. Look, fuck those people that have tried to sabotage you. When they'll be sorry one of these days if you keep your heart clean. You got to say, God, circumcise my heart. And it's like scar tissue that I wish you saw. That's all he's trying to do. If you think of a circumcision, well, God, that's weird. You got to think of it spiritually. You got scar tissue on your heart that only you and him know about, because only you and him's been experiencing this whole thing. Only you know what you've been through. Only you know the trauma you've been through. And only you know the ins or outs you may have made yourself look, you know, maybe you've doctored up little things to make it look worse. I don't know you. Don't take offense to this. I don't know you guys. I'm just going by the flow of the spirit. And sometimes people get mad at me and I don't mean to. I'm just trying to help you free yourself from that. It's a frozen spot. You're frozen there from that trauma. And it keeps you in that victim mentality and thinking everybody owes you something. And it'll keep you stuck. Just like that spirit of jealousy. That one will stick with you and you will disintegrate. It will disintegrate your ass. And this is a spirit, guys. Like, hello. You guys are my brothers and sisters. I don't want you guys perishing of this shit. All because you didn't know no better? You got to know God's characteristics. My heart's still doing good too, despite all the shit it's been through. It's unbelievable, really. But you know what? I think it's good to talk about the good things and like what's to come. Think of something positive. Fuck of all the self-sabotage, like the people that sabotage you. Fuck, you got to deal with them on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Just if you can pick up on it, you got to ignore their ass. And what am I going to do that's going to make me succeed today? Because that's the only revenge you're ever going to need. That's going to be God's vindication, your success. The fact that they said you'd never amount to shit. Your mom or dad might not amount to much. But you, it's different. You have that in you for a reason. They might say you switched up on them. They're toxic. Cut them loose. You learn the art of its detachment. Just like the light switch. Bloop, bloop. You can be on 1 minute. Bloop. You can be off the next. How you going to act? Because my boundaries have consequences. You're not going to have no access to me or my little DNA copy of human being, which is downstairs sleeping. You know what I mean? My child. She is my replica. You're not fucking hurt with her. And I'm talking, this is her grandma, my mom. I'm not letting her. She's not influencing her because she tried to do the same. She did what she did. She never made amends for it. I honor her by not, because just the way she's talked about me in front of my child. I would never do that I would never talk to my child like that, let alone a grand. It was mind blowing that I gave her this privilege and she took it, and it didn't go specifically the way she designed in her head. So she flipped the wig. I'm sorry that your mental health has declined so much that you can't be like normal and can like understanding and see that, yeah, you could have called, you know what I mean? Like, I've always been like, you know how many times she's left us kids for weeks on end to get them? She'd be getting a gallon of milk and be gone. The hypocrisy is what pisses me off. The way we were raised, it's like your parents sometimes have no fucking dog in the fight, trying to say you You know what I mean? Trying to criticize your parenting when you're breaking the curses that you've had to go through hell to get through. That they may have, one of them, it come down through one of the lineages. And there's a reason you're different. There's a reason you're the outcast. And it's for the greatest good. The only person that's going to be an outcast is a child of God. Is somebody that is righteous. And you don't even know it. You don't even know you're pretty. You don't even know the value you hold until you finally get to see it. Say, God, remove the veil from my eyes. Which, like mirror magic is real. These people siphon off your beauty, your essence, man. And you cut them people off spiritually. And you mean business when you do it. You have authority. It's like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. You can't see it, but it's there. That invasive thought? Who the fuck asked you? I don't remember asking you a damn thing. Bounce. That's an invasive thought. Oh, look fat in this. You know, who asked that thought? Who cares? We got to be in the who cares season, guys, if we're going to grow past this weird, like, you got fucks to give, but you don't, you know? With just your, I guess, purpose to people, I guess, right now. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Shalom, John Miller. How are you? Called I belong to you. I'm not following you there, honey. I didn't see it. A spirit. Hold on. A spirit. It's so hard. Okay, AI summary. That's not a real person, right? That's so weird. It's like, I don't need their damn shit. I want you to hear one of my songs to send you in. Yeah, send me one, please. I love underground talent. Fuck the mainstream. We want underground talent. That's where the real support needs to go. These people that are selling their souls, like literally, they're doing the most demoralized things that it blasphemy to God. If God wasn't real, why the hell do they hate on him so bad? And Christ. It's crazy. That look, if you've studied are you in the right hand or the left path? Which one are you on? Ooh, we always got that, right? If you know the difference, you know that it's real. You know it's real. Or it wouldn't even be there if it wasn't real. And it's insane how real it is. And you really gotta know, hey, New Jersey's in the building. What's up? That's crazy. I've prophesied about that place, man. And it came to pass 2 years later. Like that blew my mind. I was scared to death to say it because, like, I don't want to say that. But that's what I heard. And it was like, it was just the most amazing time of my life. I was so tapped in. I was tapped in way more than I am now. And I'm getting back into my square, and that's why I'm in front of you guys tonight. I had to take a hibernation phase. I had to take a time to really figure out what the hell was going on with my own life, right? But I do know you are not too far gone. One of you guys, I had that feeling earlier, or something about you're not enough. It was something that maybe you've had enough, or I don't know what it was, something enough. And it was urgent. You haven't done enough to make God not, like, you're not too dirty. There it is. You're not so far gone that God would turn his back on you. And you can't take this as with that demonic spirit. You have to take this with your authentic self. Because that spirit gets in you, and we feed it, because we're here. We're in the world. We're in the flesh. What are we going to do? What anybody else would do. You know what I mean? So don't judge nobody. None of us have no room to judge anybody at the end of the day. Because we all got our secrets, right? For your tooth. Which one is it? Who cares? Sing it. Sing it even louder. Or get it fixed, like I said. Get that thing fixed. If it's making you insecure, get it fixed, because that's where the enemy will get you. Especially if you're a good singer. Of course, he wants to take out your confidence. He will attack the family unit and the confidence of a single sovereign being. But you know why? Because you are the only person that can stop you. He has no power to stop you. You're protected. You're under divine law. And some of you guys don't even know what that is. If you want to know, I mean, I'll tell you. If you think it'll help you. I mean, we gotta learn how to really put this stuff to work, guys. We can't keep living the way we're living. There has to be a solution. I know one thing. There's always a way around everything. Always. So what is the way around your setback today? Really get strategic with what the hell you're doing, because time's flying. It's tick-tocking away. Just like the damn app we're on. And some of you guys needed me on here tonight. I knew it. I felt it. Whether you knew it or not, whether I knew it or not, we don't know how this could go down. But God wants you to know that you're never too far gone. Ever. He will reverse the hands of time on your everything if you would just open your ears and listen with your inner child, not that demonic ego or that, that prideful thing. You got to really feel what I'm saying, like deep internal, like do I got to put up like one of those things over my face to talk so people will hear me? Next to the big front left tooth. It's okay. I mean, it sucks, dude. That really sucks. I mean, it happened to my uncle, and I try to tell him the same thing. It's the enemy going after your appearance. He will sit there and let you rot and rot other people around you. There will be no fruit of the spirit of Satan. It will not. It will not. There will not. Their time's up and they know it. And that's the whole big thing that's going on now. Well, they need to calm down. Oh, I'd have been pissed. You were only eating a bagel? Alright, guys. I got some scriptures for tonight. Because I'm feeling it. And you know what's crazy? I just opened it to Jeremiah. And that's how, look, they can call it whatever they want to call it. This is the best way. This is the way I was raised. Was hand raised from the spirit itself. I was not born in religion. I didn't know. Because I was told I was a Catholic. Yeah, freaking right. I got my own back story with them and why I've chose my routes. Aleister Crowley, I've studied them all that stuff. Paganism, I come from a bloodline of Wiccans, right? Wow, who knew that? You get to know, and once you get spiritually more mature you get in the spirit, right? So, I just opened the book, right? And we're going to go into something right now. It's gonna correlate with something I was saying, or something one of you guys really need to hear. Jesus. Okay, remember what I just said about the evil ones? Death shall be preferred to life by all the remnant that remains of this evil family in all the places where I have driven them, declares the Lord of hosts. You shall say to them, thus says the Lord, when men fall, do they not rise again? If one turns away, does he not return? Why then has the people turned away in perpetual backsliding? They hold fast to deceit. They refuse to return. I've paid attention and listened, but they have not spoken rightly. No man relents of his evil, saying, what have I done? Everyone turns to his own course, like a horse plunging headlong into battle. Even the stork in the heavens knows her times, and the turtle dove, swallow, and crane keep the time of their coming. But my Lord know not the rules. But my people not know the rules of the Lord. So how can you say we are wise and the law of the Lord is with us? But behold, the lying pen of the scribes was made it into a lie. That's why I think we should always think for ourselves, especially when it comes to old scriptures and stuff like that, because a lot of them are left out and they've been tampered with. That's when, like, the Holy Spirit will open your ears and your mind to understand the scriptures. Like, you'll find yourself in the book. That's when you know you're really getting somewhere. And then your 21st century mind will start catching on to things that are happening now in the modern day. You know what I mean? What's up, you guys? Thank you for joining, book. And look, it says, were they ashamed when they committed abomination? No, they were not at all ashamed. They did not know how to blush. Therefore they shall fall among the fallen. When I punish them, they shall be overthrown, says the Lord. And this is what, I mean, we're seeing this stuff. It's crazy, guys. When I would gather them, declares the Lord, there's no grapes on the vine, nor figs on the fig tree. Even the leaves are withered, and even what I gave them has passed away from them. Why do we sit still? Gather together, let us go into the fortified cities and perish there. For the Lord our God has doomed us to perish, and has given us poisoned water to drink, because we have sinned against the Lord. What's going on, guys? Do we not have, we got the best city water, or what? We have forgotten the damn law of the God that defeated death. The only one that lives inside of us. That's one thing I learned, is that all these different gods, right? Out of all of them, he wants to be the Lord of hosts. He wants to experience this joint with you. That's the best part of it. And you'll always have an instructor that's a discernment. You'll always have something that leads you through life. He wants you to live a long, healthy life. He don't want you to die out in youth or overdose, or, you know what I mean? He don't want that for you. You might think, oh, hell with God because of what happened, but you need to understand what happened to you is what how he's gonna use you to break others free from how you may have been now, right? That's how he moves. He's clever. God is a businessman. And he knows what he's doing in this hour. He's coming for the 90. He'll leave the 99 to come for the one. He's coming for the one. In whatever way, he's got to do it. Because whoever I'm talking to you're not. You know what's going on. And you know it's time for you to settle down and really get your life into perspective and get your choices into alignment. Maybe isolate. Get away from people for a minute if you can. Many of you will be slain soon. I mean, hey, we don't know, dude. I mean, I can't disagree. How is God in you? He wants to be in you. That's up to you. You have your free will. You can live to do your will. That's fine. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the God that I'm talking about wants to live in you. And like, that's when you get the fruit of the spirit, joy, happiness. You're not a fucking miserable ass person in your freaking Corvette. Like, you're happy with what you have, and whether you ever flow or not, you just have the joy of God. That's because he dwells within. Not everybody, because not everybody wants it. I asked God when I was a little kid. I thought everybody did this. God talked to Adam and Eve all the time. And the schizophrenia thing, whatever, you guys can say what you want about me. I've been through it all. It doesn't faze me at all. I asked God, why don't he give Satan a second chance? Why don't he forgive him? And it's because he didn't want it. So, fair enough. Fair enough. Misery loves company, and that's fine. But that's not what I'm about. Hold on, let me see. But, sister, is it possible the millennial reign already happened? I don't know what you mean by that, hon. I really don't. And the enemy erased the evidence. What is God's name? He's got many names. Samuel. Samuel. I know a Samuel. I loved him one time. He has many names. What is, Jehovah Jireh, Elohim. He does, he's got a lot of different names. It's Samuel. Oh. Yeah, that's not his name. He has many titles. So you got the floor. Teach us. What are his titles, Samuel? You shouldn't have spelled it that way if you didn't want me to pronounce it like that. Samuel. This seems like tribulus period. It does. You're asking me. I just told you. He has several names. Elohim, Jehovah Jireh. Come on, God. What are they? He's the omnipresent. He's in all of us. We are all one. It's a circle. We're all connected. How could we say you can't even put this in a gender thing. Just because I'm speaking scripture does not mean I'm coming from religion. I'm coming from, this has a lot of wisdom in it, and I've read a lot. I've studied them all, right? So if you're studying Aleister Crowley first, because you got a vendetta against this Bible for whatever reason, like I just did. I got this one from jail, the same one from jail, and I thought, how dare you set up on my shelf? But nothing else was lining up right with what I felt inside. So I cracked it open, and that's when it all got real. And I even had a lot of time because I know who I am and within my flesh and my soul. And the church never, I was church hurt because they rejected me, first of all. And that was really sad, the way that one pastor did, that priest did me. But hell, who hasn't? They've done it wrong to a lot worse. They've done a lot worse things than that. But I wasn't in the right frame of mind. I wanted his help. I wasn't asking for money. I just was trying to get something off. The guilt that I was putting myself through I was young. But I'm glory to God for my stubbornness, because I thought I wouldn't give that son of a bitch the audacity to, because I was going to unalive myself. But I was working tables, and I seen this note, and it was my sister's funeral, the one they held her funeral in, and it was right there, the church, and it had his number on it. So I figured that was it, that I was going to hold on and wait to speak to this priest, and it was going to be okay after that, because I had it all planned out, guys. It was that I was gone. I was done. I was tired of fighting. It was just I was struggling with addiction. It was just too much, and I never seen a way out of it at that time. I didn't see a way out of it. So I went and I saw him, and he said, I'd never be a true Catholic, this, that, and the third. And he really said things that weren't true, and he friggin' persecuted me for having a boyfriend, and it was just. I thought, and I really said something I probably shouldn't. That's not the most godly thing to say, but I did let him know that I know what he is, and I don't want to be like him or represent his shit, And I'm not. I don't mean to offend anybody with my choice of vocabulary, but this is just coming from an organic space of what happened with this whole train of God, and how I found him, and how I'm not trying to convert nobody. You believe what you want. I want you to think for yourself. I want you to ask for yourself. I want you to receive for yourself. So you're not being deceived anymore, If I'm babbling, then babble off the channel, because we don't give a damn over here, do we? I love comments like them. Them are the best ones, you guys. I'm babbling. You must love it, because you're still here, ain't you? Gosh. It must have. I gotta get up early too. I can't be on here much longer. I'm glad to spend time with you guys tonight in this relaxed energy that I've felt tonight. It's been decent, because some of these live streams are so I'll feel so like just, I guess, evil eye or some shit. I don't know, but it's like overwhelming, but I don't feel it tonight. Like, so I appreciate that in this chat. Get your affairs in order. Yeah, that's what the top, we need to get out. Like, the whole body needs to get their affairs together. I mean, and like, you got to keep your shit going regardless. And if you're creating content, make sure you're still taking care of your shit. And don't stop. But it just depends on what you want. Because doing stuff like this, you need to understand something. If you're sensitive, you need to be... You can't be sensitive on here. And you gotta understand that not everybody's gonna like what you have to say, or you, and that's okay. And to pay attention to the nice comments, not just the bad ones. And let people judge you by your fruit, judge you by your spirit, judge you by your quality of life. And that's your tribe. All the rest can fuck off and swipe up. And there's a moose knuckle right down the way, I'm sure, that you can see. and I'm just saying, like, that's just the way it is now, guys. I'm reintroducing myself. There is no box to be put in. I'm not going to be marginalized, stigmatized, ostracized by any of the people's opinions. I'm not. Because it's necessary right now. Okay? Hold on. Jam my song, I Belong to You, on YouTube. Kid Sunshine. I'm a blessed man. When you can pin it. I can pin it and I don't know about on here. Thank you for sharing, Barbara Jean. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Especially me just chilling or whatever. That shows support, guys. It really does. And like, me being up here, I feel like is more of maybe of like a test for you. How far are you willing to see past the illusion of what you may automatically perceive about me or anything, right? And get into a frequency of peace and non-judgmental peace. Just relax, man. Relax. You're not too far gone. Everything's going to be okay. If I've made it through all what I've been through, I know you can. I know you can. I've got full faith in you, and I don't even know you, dude. Don't even know you. Look, I got some notes I'm going to share with you. I will. What is it called? Put it in. Might have to send it to me. Or here, I'll have to write it down. I'll write it down. What is it? Put it in there one more time. Please. And I'll put I'll put Kid Sunshine. Don't misspell it. I did misspell it. What the hell? There it is. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for being here and listening to my kind words. I hope you're coming with the, good intentions, because I got some stuff to maybe teach you, or maybe to share with you. Okay, listen. There's this poem I wrote, and this poem correlates with one I wrote back in 2013, a long time ago, right? And to viewer discretion is advised. It might be dark. I don't know, but here it is. This is just something I want to share with you. The Girl Who Hated the World, and I wrote this. Like I said, it correlates with one of 2016, but it's got a different date. But I once knew a girl who refused to feed the dark within her fear. I never read this. This is something I wrote it, and that was it. If I can read my own handwriting, she once knew nothing but the need of healing. As kids grow older, so does the What the hell? They got me. The spirit got me reading here. The girl by now she hates the world. Okay, now this is like back when I was struggling with the addiction. I need to bring out the real one. This is like the retarded. The whitewashed version. You guys, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody with that word, but that was silly of me. I have one of comprehending my true identity. That's important, guys, to be writing this stuff down, because it says write your vision down and make it plain. And you got to be renewed by the transformation of your mind. We were all lied to. Well, you guys are just great. Fast at that, aren't you? Shame on you for that. And for judging me like that. You judge me like that, you're going to be judged just as harshly. Let time pass by, and you'll see. Mark my words. Because you had no right to do that. Because you knew what I meant. I'm not going to let you take away my vibe tonight, though. You can watch and be pissed as much as you want. I don't care. I'll find this poem, you guys. You guys need to read it. It's really dark, but you know, I felt like it was a night that one of you guys needed it. Here's something I put: sit in silence and listen to what you really want, then move accordingly to show up your best as that version already exists. Just show up like how would that person that you really want to be deep down dress? How would they smell? How would they present themselves? How would they speak? What do you want? Does that, or does your appearance reflect that? Does your surroundings reflect that? What is your body telling you naturally? If, like, say if one of you guys got a new boyfriend or girlfriend and your body starts getting weird, like women, pH balance gets off, you start breaking out, or what, that's your body rejecting that person. And he's probably not good for you. And that's your body, like, telling you that. But, you know, sometimes we've been programmed to like these toxic ass relationships. And it's something that I've seen and, like, I've heard in the music that, like, the millennials grew up listening to, and how I hear it, I see it, how we're all just going right with what they wanted, I guess, you know? And they didn't want us to freaking thrive, which just sucks to know, but it's the truth. Some of the stuff I write's just funny, is right? You gotta write. I want to tell you a little story about a girl who hated the world. She stayed strong and did no wrong. But I can't find the actual poem. So, okay, I want you to... Here's some homework, okay? If you want. An exercise that will help you connect with yourself. The one that you may have thought you lost for good. Or, like, the one that you compromised. Like, I want you to find yourself again. Because I know if you find yourself, you will be in harmony with me too, so we can all live a nice, happy, wholesome society. Instead of it being me versus you, and get the fuck out of my way, like, have more patience for each other, and really embody love, even though we've had our heart ripped out. I've had my heart ripped out and chunks taken out of it like a nut, like, you know, and like, I didn't have nobody to run to. Like, these times I thought, you have no idea, guys, the dark nights that I sat alone and just sometimes even detoxing, right? And I always heard a lot of more people are attached to this story than you know. And that kept me strong. That kept me going, because I knew people that I had no idea even existed needed that story to maybe overcome what they wanted to overcome. Just didn't have the instruction to. You know, that's why some of us are here. Some of us have to survive certain things and go through certain things to bring the knowledge back to the ones that haven't seen the other side yet. To fast track you. You want change, you keep asking. Okay, I want you to ask yourself, how did you do it? think about you being where you want to, wherever you, and like being a child, did you always know you were going to be this, whatever you wanted it to be? A nurse, it doesn't matter, whatever you could see yourself doing. Maybe just being a stay-at-home mom or whatever. How did you do it? And this is you looking in the mirror, right? And then I wrote my answer, right? Okay, and then it says, geez, like ask your, like just be, let this kind of go through your mind. Let the truth there, right before your eyes. I fall to my knees and beg for mercy, for this weight has nearly killed me. I won't fold. I will listen to myself like I always have. Wow, I didn't mean to share that. That was vulnerable. Grab. I don't know what I can't remember. I don't know what but that was not what I meant. I know an instruction. Okay, it might not have been right there. So just, that was kind of like vulnerable. Whatever. I don't care. Do it. Say what you want. I don't care. But so let's see. This exercise, you look into your own eyes in the mirror and you realize that it's a portal to you, right? Like you're seeing yourself like we are. We're shrining right now. You have a black mirror that you're looking through. This is like, we can back this up in scientific ways if we want. Like there's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth that's cruising right now and we don't see it with our fives. Like it ain't like I can see what's connected, you know what I mean? And I don't see all that. And maybe Neo can. I don't, the zeros and ones. I don't see all that. Normal, like our average senses don't pick up on it, but it's there. And some of them are demonic and it cruises through people. And you got to know how to identify them, and you got to know if one's landed on you or in you, and catch it every time and eventually it'll come out. The more you deny it, the more you give it less access to your flesh, your body, it will come out. And you got to choose though. Do you want it out or not? A lot of people don't. A lot of people won't because they're scared. They don't know what else. My shit more important than your type civilization. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about now. I don't know why you're acting all weird for, but okay. Yeah, YouTube. I got you. I belong to you. I see it. You relate on these. Look, these things can be weird on the. Hold on. Sorry, guys. This thing can be weird. Rebecca joined. Rebecca, I was talking about her all day today. And I even read some scripture that fell on her name. And it was just something that I'll never forget her ever in my life. And I don't know if that's the same Rebecca or not. But it's just ironic that name came on because of how. And even the Rebecca that I know that was a client of mine. Like it's a powerful name. It really is. It means like rope bringing in the. I don't know. You're something special to God. You have to be. It's just because today too much was popping off with that name, with my memory and with what I was reading in scripture, and it was just crazy, guys. It was crazy. And we know by now that words are spells. That's why it's called spelling. And look, so when you're writing stuff down, like journaling, write things that. God makes it simple. He says, write your vision down and make it plain. What the hell is in your vision for yourself? And write it down. Don't be small with writing this stuff down. Who said you couldn't have whatever you've wanted? Look, you reap what you sow. And that's something that you got to know. So to pay off karmic debt, start doing nice things. Where you may have been a dick before, start, and see if it shifts for you. Fuck. I should watch my mouth, guys. I'm trying to, tame my tongue. But do little experiments with yourself and test it out for yourself. That's how I learned what I know now is just testing it to see what would happen. Like, even when I moved to Texas, I didn't tell anybody I was leaving. I just left. And I packed up all my shit and I left with the Penske wagon with my car on tow, right? Didn't even know where I was going. And I didn't care. I trusted God. And not a hair on my head was touched. Yeah, there was the adversary, but it was to show me who I was. That's all it was. Show me who I was. And to get me like a honey badger. He was developing my honey badger, like, skin. Because honey badgers are cute, but they will you up, right? They take machete blows and all kinds of craziness. Like a lion won't even hardly go against some creatures. But they're cute. Working out my salvation with fear and trembling, holding doors open for people. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Holding doors open for people, like a gatekeeper or something? Wow. What's weird about that is this right here. The dawn of the open door. Wow. That's what's in this book that I purchased, a journal, right? And it's like one of my, I've always wanted one. So I finally got it. One with like the golden liner, just like one of these nice journals. So I write down just really important stuff on it. And I try to write to where I can actually read it. But I don't know how intimate it is like with me. So that's why I don't know if I can read it to you. But that is a pretty crazy coincidence, right? You talking about holding the doors and then the dawn of the open door. Okay, I'll read some of it. To the fear he may still feel, I cover his path and birthright until he recognizes them for what they are. As he believes in you, I know he'll come back to you. I declare and decree that he is free. Maybe I was interceding for somebody or something like that. I don't know why I would label it that, though. That was kind of silly. Or maybe I'll have to take this. I wrote this like 3 years ago, guys, so I don't know. It's hard telling. It's hard telling what I was doing there. But like, I know they have counsel, okay? That because I see that I petitioned something into the hierarchy of divine providence that may divine order take hold and rightfully deliver. The door opens. Wow, I can't even. It's like a weird word, like at dawn, maybe? I don't, it's either that or some weird, like, Hebrew word or something. Will I be the only one to walk through? I allow God's will to fulfill in my vessel. Allow me to fall into place with mercy and grace. Envy I conquer, what I pity. I've seen the store before. I've had fear, and I've had to wait until you came near to see if you could go. I'm not afraid to walk this path alone, but God, with him, I feel whole. I guess I was talking about some guy. Probably somebody I don't even know. Yeah, it was somebody I haven't even met yet. That's just, ain't that just so cute and just so romantic. Oh man, still ain't met him. Here's one. Take away the edge. This is really, this when I share my poetry, I hope you guys know that this is like vulnerability that I don't really feel cool with sharing with, just like, especially with my haters, which, hey, look, your haters, you gotta appreciate them because they are your biggest fans, and that's just the way it is. So, and I love them too, and I love them too. God bless their heart. They are learning too. And that's why they're here. Or they wouldn't be here. And that's kind of a shitty character to not give somebody credit where credit's due. When you know somebody's helping you, but you're still watching them with hate in your heart. It's not a good heart posture. God don't like that. God don't like ugly when you're ugly to people. That spirit of jealousy will take over and make you a very rough looking person. I know that. I've seen it happen to people. It's sad. You got to catch it and cast it out. You do. I was talking about bitching and complaining. All right, so fine. Take away the edge. As I lay awake in bed, I wonder how much of my week was productive, because now is the time to become your heart coherence must be on. So this looks like meditation. Whole gratitude is emanating off the body like a lighthouse, quiet as a mouse. Clean the house, but not in panic, as in cleaning like a spiritual cleanse, spring cleaning, and balance out income. This week, this walk and soul searching, listen to what is being said within. The time to balance out your manifestations is now, and to break the cycles that hold your subconscious mind of a standpoint. You're turning the page, and finally your moment has come. Don't wait for no one. This is the last moment I may get for a long time, if ever. So be clever and don't fear anything or anyone. The work that's been done will be a secret weapon. Whatever. And it said, don't get baffled to bitch or complain this week. It's a challenge or a glitch in the matrix to fall on the best timeline of my soul's existence. So yeah, don't bitch, guys. And I wrote everything that I am and want and thankful for, and thankful that I've become, like me being in them really low freaking nights, man, where that lady appeared. It was crazy. And she was me, and I didn't know it was me till like 10 years later, guys. It's crazy all the shit I went through, and all the times that I really was broken, and didn't have anybody to reach out to but God. That was it. And that's why I'm so passionate about what I do. And like, I'm not perfect. Nobody said I got a thorn in my side. I think we all do. But the main thing is that I would be no better than a thief to keep this within myself and not share it with somebody, even people that hate me. Like, because look, if you know me personally, you know what my life's been like, and there's a reason I am the way I am, And instead of looking at it with contempt, why don't you look at it as compassion? Or, like, it's crazy how the persecution I face is just unbelievable, especially with women, and it's even men. Like, the workplace can't stand my ass, and it's like, that's just something I couldn't. That's why I'm ready to get off the grid. I'm done with the rat race. I'm sick of it. But with saying that, you gotta dematerialize, and less is more in this season. I'm ready to dematerialize, so I can't. Less is more. Duffel bag boy is about what it's looking like. You put yourself out there. I do. When you achieve something, you gloat. Just know you're awesome. I don't think I've achieved much, so I don't know about gloating right now. But if you take it that way, take it that way. You're completely cool with expressing your opinion on this channel. I gotta go to bed, you guys. I gotta get up early and take care of my business. And I'll be back on, guys. I'm just getting started, again. It's been a while since I've gotten back into the hang of things. I just got to come on when the time's right. And it was 1:11. I was like, all right, well, here I am. Because I kept feeling it. Somebody felt down and out, like they were too far gone. And God needed them to know, do come to me on the strength that you have. Now, come to him on the strength you got, and he's got you. But you gotta have faith, man. You can't go out. You can't go swinging spiritually and not have no faith. Like, spiritually fighting that spirit of addiction or spirit of, that's them vices that we battle with. Like, we deep down don't want to battle it. And then sometimes we get to where we are tired, to where we've had enough, but we don't know how to get delivered from it. So you end up really taking it to places that God's saying no. I got a purpose for you. You have to stay here for this time. I know that it might be hard, but he put something in you for you. You're going to conquer this. And not only are you going to conquer it, but you're going to help a lot of other people, man. I know I'm talking to somebody right now. And I hope that you reach out to me if you need to. My email, I'll put it, I don't know if I can put it in the chat or not, but if reach out, because I've been through a lot, guys, and I can basically give you what protocol I was given and what I was given, how to overcome my certain addictions and things. I was tired of being a healthy human being, having to be on a medication that just kept me normal. It was pointless. After, the heroin epidemic and all that, we all know how that happened and how everybody got cut off their main pills from the doctors we trusted, right? Well, you get sick. Well, that sickness, you get on your maintenance. That maintenance is what I didn't want to be on no more because of how it ties you down, dude. Like, oh, I got to make sure I got enough to go here. Got to make sure, you know what I mean? It's always bullshit. And you're always dealing with people that you shouldn't be dealing with. You know what I mean? It's just, it's either one, it's like being lukewarm. You got to put one pot, put all eggs in whatever basket. Are you going all in or are you going all out? Like, because time is ticking and we need you at your best out here. There's other people that need you at your best out here. You need you at your best out here. And that's why you're still in the sound of my voice. Okay? I love you guys. You know that, right? And I want you to be at your best and I know it's hard. It's hard to be at your freaking best, especially authentically. But like I always say, you don't care what other people think. You are living your life through your lenses. You are the only one that is experiencing this life. Why are you worried about who the hell, if they like you or not? Like, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to just have a good time and, try to make what peace I have in my life. I try to live it and be in that present moment because I know what chaos is. I know what serious trauma is and being not having any control, being a child and not having any outlets there. So I'm not there anymore. So I like what peace is in my life. I pray that it stays still. And if I meet somebody, they start getting out of whack where they're taking my peace, they gotta fucking go, Joe. Because you can't compromise your peace once you have it, especially that joy of God that you worked and fought through hell to get. That's just the way it is. People think people that go to church and stuff are weak. Them people have been through the most things that you could even think of, and they have the joy of God. That's how they're able to smile and laugh and worship the way they do. Because I remember going to church resenting these people. I'd be covering up black eyes and stuff with this man acting like he was Father of the Year, and everybody, it was horrible. The way it just dragged me to church after he did what he did the night before. Right? I was embarrassed. I didn't want anybody to know. It was horrible, and I had a child, so it was it was rough time in my life, but. I remember thinking, how could you, if you guys knew what I went through, you blah, blah, blah. I had just vengeance. I didn't look at it they might have been through some shit too. And the guy they were singing to maybe was the reason that they felt better. I didn't really think about it like that. I was more selfish and I was more thinking about myself and how fucked up my life was. Out of people deceiving me, out of my heart, they don't have the same heart as you. And you need to know that. God, you need to know that. They don't have the same heart as you. These people are like two separate people. Two separate breeds of people. They don't have the same heart as you. Quit letting them vampire off your emotional stability, your peace, anything like that. Anybody compromising any of your high vibing frequencies right now, they gotta go. Or you're gonna manifest chaos in your life. You don't need that. Look, if certain people are being removed from your life, in crazy ways, it's for a reason. It's the divine saying, no, you're not going to do that. You're not going to sit there and play in my divine one's face. You're not, you might not even know it. You wouldn't even want to believe it. If some of the relationships some of you guys have or have had, if you knew half of what they've done to you, you would never talk to them a day in your life. You would never give them another look because they don't deserve it. But it's hard for you to see it. It's like, not that person, man. Not that person. Yeah, that one. And that's when you say, fuck, and all right, I got you. I'm going to show you up with success. And they will eventually see you be loved the way you deserve and the way they should have loved you. And that's not going to be your fault. But getting through that little phase of missing them and that's going to be a little tough. But you got what it takes. You're a child of God. I don't care if you know it or not. It is what it is. You are what you are. You're the king's kid, the God that defeated death, the one that tries to dwell in you. That's why he wants you to clean your body. That's why he don't want you to have a sinful nature. He don't want you to engulf in sin, lying, and carrying on. We live in a world that rewards demonic behavior. What do you expect? Pop, lock, and dropping it all day long because they get rewarded for it. Do things that are going to be rewarding for you internally by slowing that stuff down and getting in line to where the Holy Spirit can manifest in you so you can just be chill. And you're not going to want those things you used to want. You're not going to want those vices. You're not going to want them websites. You're not going to want that stuff that you shouldn't be doing. You won't want it naturally because you're going to have the God that wants to dwell. He wants to be the Lord of hosts. That's the only God that dwells. He wants to chill out with you. And not only with you, but he wants to prosper you. Reverse the years the cankerworm may have thought he'd say his head all over you, And he's a redeemer. But it's up to you to open your mouth and ask for it because I can't do it for you. I can point you in the direction, but I can't. You have your free will. You're blessed to have your free will. But my free will fucks my life up. So, So I try to stay on the path that I need to, but I need to square back up too within myself. And I think it's time that we all do. And a lot of you guys are getting ready to birth out something great, and keep doing it. 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 Some of you guys have gifts that will be discovered. Keep going. Some of you guys are underdogs and there might not be much to you right now, but you say, God, if you're real, show me the truth. When you're by yourself, and watch your socks get fucking thrown on the floor. It will. He will blow your mind how real it is. Just making sure you test the spirits. Make sure you tap into the right one, okay? Always. And you do that with the foundation. That's why we read the Holy Bible. That's why we read the scriptures, because it keeps us checked, and it will, like, it could, you could say they use that to control people. Well, at least it was for the greater good. No, it's God giving you the basic instructions before leaving Earth. Bible. So you follow these things, you're going to be healthy. You're not going to be full of riddled with demons and succubus spirits and all this other shit. You're not going to have all this lustful spirit on you. You're not going to have this jealous spirit on you. You are going to be prosperous in all your ways, because that's what he promises. I'm a witness, or I wouldn't be talking about it. You know what I mean? Jelly bean? What else, God? We got anything else? Ecclesiastes, my favorite. Oh, I saw vanity under the sun. One person who has no other, either son or brother, yet there is no end to all his toil, and his eyes are never satisfied with riches. So he never asks, for whom am I toiling and depriving myself of pleasure? This also is vanity and unhappy business. I had that one kind of hyphenated or whatever. A dream comes with much business, and a fool's voice with many words. You gain all kinds of edification in this. And you know what? Sometimes it even talks about you and things you need to correct. Look, for everything there's a season and a time for everything under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up. What is planted? A time to kill and a time to heal. Time to break down and a time to build up. And right now, we're building up. The kingdom is a time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and mourn is spelled M-O-U-R-N. How do we spell morning? A good morning. Why are we saying that at the beginning of the day? We ain't trying to mourn all day. We got a grand rising, saints. We got to watch our mouths and our speech and really think about what we're saying and that's how you become conscious. And that's how you're renewed by the transformation of your mind, and then you'll start to manifest a better you. That's what God wants. He ain't trying to take nothing from you. He's trying to get you better. He knows some shit happened in the past, but he don't have control over it. You know why? Because people have free will, and he'll use what the evil one meant for bad. God is going to flip it and reverse it for your good. I love you guys, okay? And a time to dance, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to seek, and a time to lose, a time to keep, and a time to cast away, a time to tear, and a time to sow, a time to keep silence, and a time to speak. Those of us that need to be moving in silence right now. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. That's why I always say, peace be still. What gain... hold on. And a time for peace. What gain has the worker from his toil? I have seen the business that God has given to the children of man to be busy with. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Also, like people have their time of being beautiful. And like other people need to realize that. Like, that's why death has to happen, because it's making room for other life. That's why your decisions that you are making now are going to be your future. Make wise decisions, guys. We're not here that long. You don't want to look back, so many years and wish that you would have made this decision or that decision. Ask God for that. What decision should I make? And don't always go with your flesh, because your flesh will get you ran through, man. I'm not even playing. Also, he put eternity in a man's heart, yet so that he cannot find out what God has done from the beginning to the end. That's what it says. All right, and with that, I am closing out because I have got to get my patootie to bed. So I got to get up and handle business tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And I love you guys. Okay, each and every one of you. Get some rest tonight. Take care of your body. It's been good to you. Be thankful. Be thankful and count your blessings. If you find that you have none, that might be the reason why you find yourself with few. Stay up and pray up.